Hey there, it's Taz from Tanks and Terrariums. Today I'm making a planted shrimp tank. I got this second-hand tank off of Gumtree and I'm about to make up my substrate bag to keep everything nice and neat. I've got old substrate here. I've got gravel and sand and aqua soil, and then I'm capping that off just with a plain coarse black sand. I think that it looks quite subtle, and I think that it'll make the colours pop when everything's put together. I'm now adding my hardscape, that beautifully textured wood there, and some Anubias on a river rock. Adding some more river rocks for stability, and then I decided to trim some plants from my other shrimp tank to bulk out the plants that I'd already bought. So I've got a whole load of stem plants that I cut from there, and I'm just bundling them up with some kitchen roll and plant weights because I find it's a much easier way of doing things, much less faff, and I think that they grow in absolutely fine. So that's me lining them all up along the back because I ideally want a sort of forest thick sort of green wall along the back. I think it looks really pretty. Now I'm just adding some more river rocks for decoration. I really like the colour variation that I have. I've added some little epiphytes there, some little java ferns into the nooks and crannies. And now I'm bringing out some of the detailing with some scatter gravel. I really think it just breaks things up and makes it look a bit more naturalistic. Pretty happy with how that's coming along, but I think we need some more details, so I'm just adding some wee bits of hair grass, just here and there. Now I'm happy with the layout. Let's get some really good lighting on here and see what it looks like. Ta-da! Wow, it really makes those colours pop, doesn't it? I think that's ready for water now, so let's put a little tub in here so that I can fill it up and it won't disturb and kick up any dust, and we'll get nice clean water and won't disturb any of my hair grass either as it fills up. There's something so satisfying watching this bit. I just think it looks so pretty. Look at the water like glisten. Ta-da! Here's my scape. And here's it beside its more established sister. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I can't wait to watch it grow in, but you won't have to wait like I did because of the magic of editing. That's it 3 months later. All those plants have grown in nicely. Had to do a little bit of maintenance here and there, a little bit of cleanup when it got a bit algae-ish, but I'm super happy with how this has turned out. And now the tank is ready to introduce its inhabitants, some snails and shrimps. I introduced my first snails once the tank had been cycling for about 4 months, and then at about 6 months, that's when I introduced my shrimps. I started off with some bladder snails, and then I added some trumpet snails to get some aeration into that substrate. Then I added these beautiful big blue ram's horn snails. I could sit and watch them for so long, cleaning up the glass. After the successful introduction of the snails, it's time for shrimps. I've got these absolutely beautiful blue diamond Neocaradinas, and this is them in the bowl out of the packet, and now I'm going to drip acclimate them. I actually drip acclimated them for most of the day. It was about 5 hours, and the water was well over double what it was originally. Although the parameters are really similar, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't a big shock when they were going in. Although going in wasn't as graceful as I would have hoped. I wasn't sure what exactly I was going to go for at first, but I just knew that I wanted blue Neocaradina, and then I saw these that were called blue diamond Neocaradina shrimp, and I really like Steven Universe, so I decided to go for the blue diamond ones. They seem to be settling into their new home pretty well. It's a really established tank that they went into, and they were pretty immediately just sitting and shrimping on things. Like there wasn't any like mad dashing about that they sometimes do when they're more stressed, and I don't know if this is a good sign, but they fairly immediately started eating some of the algae wafer, so they do seem quite happy in their new home. The colour of them are so dark, they look almost black. I don't know if this is just naturally what the blue diamonds look like, or if it could be that they're still stressed from travel and their colour will change over the next couple of days or weeks or so as they settle into their tank. But if there is any updates or changes to their colour, then obviously I will film that and update you all. But for now, please enjoy this footage of them settling into their new home. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please fire them my way, and like, subscribe and follow and all that lovely stuff.